Andrew Tate has been silenced by the media for the 5th time in history. I hope you guys like the intro. I'm gonna plan to make that the intro for every single video I make post this. But I hope you're all doing fine. I'll talk about the story again because I feel like, I'm not even kidding, it does feel like the 5th time that Andrew Tate has been arrested or had his home raided by the police. And every time, of course it's very serious stuff, it has to be, because for the police, you know, to bust into his home and arrest him and put him in handcuffs, there should be serious stuff behind it. But every time, there's so like little breadcrumbs of information, it's very hard to discern what he did specifically. Of course we know it's based on your human trafficking, but if we had more details, more information, that would make this whole story way more thorough. I'm trying to think back to like the first time I saw in the news that Andrew Tate was arrested. I was like, oh my god, finally, they fucking got his ass. But then after a while, he was under house arrest, or he was on trial, and then he was released. And the whole process of him being arrested, processed, held for like 24 hours in a jail, then released, that happened, multiple times to the point that, like after the 3rd or 4th time, you're like, okay, what's gonna happen this time? Is it gonna break like a new limit, like a new record of how far he goes? To maybe actually go into prison? But instead, that never really happened. It really was like the same thing over and over, where you go to the courthouse, you do a 360, and just walk away. The only big difference between this one and like a bunch of other cases before with him in the past was how this one, that might get you hooked in the video, and I could probably put in the title and thumbnail, to make it more eye-catching. But this time, he was allegedly trafficking and had sex with a minor. And I'm realizing now the amount of fucking stories I've covered like this past month or 2 months of just YouTubers, streamers, grooming minors. You had that shallow story of Dr. Disrespect. You had Ava Chris Tyson, being a creepy person. And now Andrew Tate. Who's next? This is the one time I really have to heavily use the word allegedly. Because again, there's very few evidence, there might be some more in the future, but right now, there's a simple statement made by police on why they're suspecting him of these crimes and want to arrest him. I feel like ever since like the story of Andrew Tate, there's been like a huge divide between the police enforcement in Romania, number 1 country, and the media, where every time, they arrest him on something or raid his home, they can't really cover or spread out all the information they can or want to due to court or legal reasons, or maybe just keep it in wraps. But I feel like in any other person in any other country with a story like this of human trafficking and having sex with a minor, spit on that, the information of them of what they did or all the evidence they have against them would spread like wildfire with everyone talking about it, even like shitty channels like me. So for now, that really is the full extent of everything we know. His home was raided, he was arrested, and the police suspect him of crimes. One thing we do know for a fact is the video that Andrew Tate put up on his Twitter the second he was arrested to improve his image. It's not a short video, it's not like a quick statement made by him or his brother to quickly address what's happening. It's a 6-minute long, highly edited video of a bunch of compilation of how the media uses, rape and, sex crimes as a way to slander people and ruin their image. Where it's a very easy crime, to allege someone on, it needs no evidence, and it could do the most damage to ruin someone's image. I get where he's coming from, but it really is bizarre having someone that's been arrested over the exact same thing 4 times and made that point. It does lose its impact.
If you speak against the establishment, they will do anything it takes to silence you. Even if it's against the law, even if it's made up. First they come for us, but they're coming for all of you.
I'm sorry, I'm skipping over the video, and this is a clip of a fat guy getting dragged on the ground. I want to see more of that.
The processes of punishment, which is why they choose sexual crimes, are also extremely subjective, hard to prove. They don't need any solid evidence. Here we are 2 years into this process. You don't see any girls with bruises. You don't see any. Where's the victims of all this?
We are not victims.
He is not a human trafficker.
The whole thing is garbage. It's head to toe garbage. It's a Matrix attack.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a big Tate head, but I really prefer having a video like this where, unless you're a big fan of every single podcast he's made or every single person has talked about him, it's really hard to know Who are those two women that just said like they're not victims of, you know, of what he did?
They're not allowing us to win. They don't want us to win, and they've realized they need to get desperate, so they've gone all the way back to 2012.
These are very serious allegations. I can't understand that you're not accepting that, surely.
I can make a very serious allegation against you, sir.
No, yeah, go on.
I can.
Allegations by who? Who are the women? What are their names? Allegations
But this is
by
how
who?
it
No,
works.
can you name it? Can you name one?
But you know...
Thought not.
No.
Fucking got him. Okay, so the last minute of this video, it takes like a big turn to being, you know, from very serious, like very Netflix-y, and now it becomes, you know, like very positive. It starts playing Viva La Vida, you know, that Minecraft song, and make it seem like, you know, good. Like he says this, good will eventually beat evil. Andrew Tate will beat evil, trust me. What the fuck? I'm sorry, he made the point that the good guys have always been losing. And the example he uses is D-Day, like the invasion of Normandy. What? And look, you have Tom Hanks, you have Saving Private Ryan. What? Okay, so that's enough of that, you know. So no matter how much you hate Andrew Tate, he did make the point that, you know, the good guys always win. And depending on the evidence that comes out about him, you know, he might be the good guy that he's saying he is. We don't know until more stuff comes out. And that goddamn, you know, Romanian police leave him out. Okay, but no, honestly, I have no idea if that video that he put up on Twitter was like a re-upload, like a retweet, or if he had this video, this highly edited video, saved in the chamber for a long time until this exact day we was alleged for having sex with a minor. It could honestly go both ways. But you know what, I would think it would look better right now if Andrew Tate went back to posting like Photoshop edits of him with like anime girls as waifus. That'd be better. That would improve his image way more, I promise.